Assalamu alaikum, this is me Atisham and you're watching my YouTube channel RILS The Lingua Expert. I'm the expert trainer of IELTS, PTE, OET, IELTS Life Skills and other English language proficiency exams. This video is the second of the series of lectures about phrase and its types. So those who haven't watched the previous video about the phrase and the definition along with certain examples, so I do recommend that first you watch those videos about phrase and also the passive speech if you haven't watched, because you're going to clearly understand the concept of this particular type of phrase based on the previous lectures. So let's get to start with the verb phrase. Now, verb phrase is actually a type of phrase in which verb plays a key role and which acts as the head of its phrase. So verb phrase plays an essential role in order to structure your sentence. The reason is, without verb phrase you cannot really convey your complete sense across to somebody else. So if you define a sentence, so sentence is a statement which consists of at least a subject and a verb which conveys its complete sense. But here in terms of phrase doesn't convey its complete sense, but this verb phrase itself, it's the essential component of your sentence structure. So let's get to study about what is the example and how we can apply in our sentence structure. So the first example that I would like to give you, if I make a sentence and I say that I do hard work. So if I do something, so do is an action that I perform, hard work. So do it's itself a single word, and we have already got to know that phrase is either a word or a group of words. So in phrasal structure you always see that whatever the type of phrase that you're dealing with, there the name of that particular type of phrase would act as the head of its phrase. So usually phrase may have pre-modification or post-modification, but if we talk about a verb phrase, so in verb phrase you usually and most of the time you use pre-modification and you don't use any post-modification. So here I would give you and quote some of the examples so that you can fully understand only with the example of head and then with pre-modification and head in the sentence structure or this phrase which would contribute its key role to structure a sentence. Now, I would say if I use a sentence and I say that I can operate computer. So if I can operate computer, here in this sentence you see I is the subject and can operate is the verb phrase, and here can is an auxiliary verb which supports the main verb operate, and this main verb or the combination of these two words can and operate, they are known as verb phrase because can is modifying it has come in the pre-modification of the word operate, and this is why we call it pre-modification plus head, and this whole set of words is known as verb phrase. So I will give you some examples, like we have got certain other complex verb phrase examples like has been working. Now has been working, so you've got a tense, you have got perfection in it, and you have also got continuity in this particular sentence. So he has been working hard on his project for over the past few months. So for over the past few months it's like a phrase as well, but when you work out in this sentence for the verb point of view, so you're going to find out has been working, and these three words or the combination of these three words is known as verb phrase. So verb phrase technically in a sentence contributes its major role because it always helps you to bridge other phrases, and it conveys complete sense because normally the action that you convey that actually is in this particular phrase structure, which we call it verb phrase. So usually you also use the word always, often, never, all these adverbs which come before the verb and they modify a verb, we also call that particular set is as a verb phrase. Like he always comes late. So always comes, this is the combination of two words. Comes is the major word, always modifies it that this action happens in this particular point in time, so you call it also a verb phrase. Now this is from my side about verb phrase. If you have any query with regards to verb phrase, it's very simple, because you see in every sentence you see a verb, either it's a single word or combination of one or two, but mainly there isn't any post modification. You always see a pre-modification, but whenever you see a word which comes before a verb and it modifies or it adds meaning to something or to that main verb, so that set of word will be called as a verb phrase. So if you have any query with regards to this topic, you may feel free to type in the comment box below, and I would also ask you to please subscribe to my channel for more informative videos, and I will in the future record the other types of phrases which are adjective, adverb and prepositional phrases. So if you want to get to learn about all these phrases, because they all help you to structure your sentence, and normally students get confused about the phrasal structure, but this one is a very simple verb phrase. So I hope it's clear to you. Now I'm just going to sign it off from you, and see you inshallah in the next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.